Good morning. So, I got a situation, folks. Well, we know, Princess not a big fan of the rain, and today's off and on rain, so that means Princess is going to be hiding, and we have a new problem that requires Princess to be on alert. We have a coyote that has made a sighting during daylight hours right in front of the house. So I knew last night when I put the ducks away that Doug took out front. He ran. I was walking around the yard and he took off out front, and I saw like he sort of just took off like a little bit of a focus to him, like he usually does. He runs into the bush, and he came back with his tongue hanging out. And then after I got everything was fine. Then I got the everything locked up. Came in the house. I was sitting on the couch and I watched this coyote just like lightning fast across the driveway, right at the edge of my yard, like right on my lawn, actually, into the hedge. So it's obviously a young coyote that has not met Doug yet, because he wouldn't be coming that close. He wouldn't be coming that much into the yard. So I got up at 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, and I was so tired that I laid back down on the couch and I just woke up. I'm not gonna lie. My coffee machine's turned off. I'm drinking cold coffee. So good morning, Lester, Strawberry, Miles, Michael, Forward, Dee, Stephanie, Argyle Duck, Donna, Sarah, Dan, Mama, Kareem. The crew's showing up. I guess notifications are working. Yeah, but it wasn't really a nap because I had a bad dream. Oh, well, not a bad dream. I had a stupid dream in the when I went back to sleep. Plus, sleeping on the couch is not near as comfortable as sleeping in the bed. I wish I would have still stayed in bed. Oh man, it's like I'm so tired. So I understand we have questions that need to be answered. I was told this. Is there anybody that has questions that need to be answered? I'm waiting. Eric, I was thinking that exactly. The coyote getting the cat was my first thought. I was like, oh, the kitty cat will be gone. A dream, well, the dream was stupid. It was, well, first of all, the layout of the yard was a little slightly different. But I was working, and this what made this is how screwed the dream was. There was like two off-road, I don't know, like dune buggies on the lake. It was obviously the lake was frozen, and they were whipping around the lake, which I didn't care, and making lots of noise. And then they were on the property tearing up the grass, which made no sense because they were on the lake and it was frozen ice, and then they were on the lawn and they tore the grass up. Oh, Princess got up. Princess knows what's going to happen, eh? Because I'm talking. Oh, he gave me the look like, oh, it's treat time. You know, don't you, Doug? Huh? You just woke up too, eh? We're having a lazy Sunday morning here. Oh, dog, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Can you yawn anymore? Right? Can you? Can you yawn anymore? You know, the only reason he's here, folks, is to get a snack, eh? It's not because he loves us or he likes the attention. He's looking at the cupboard now. He doesn't know that there's something new here for him. Well, he does know because he's been smelling the box. We got another box from Australia, folks. Yes, it is a happy yawn. He is to get out of the garbage, dog. He's a real happy dog. He really is. Yeah, which comes to last night. I think, you know, like a lot of times, you know, when your dog takes off, you call him. And, you know, when Doug takes off here, you know he's working, eh? So you just leave him go. Hey, Doug, you know, you're under the desk yawning. He really wants me to open this box, folks. We're going to open the box. But anyway, so Doug's he's running or he's sleeping. He's only got two modes, right? Sleep or work, don't you? Right now he's been laying on the bed watching the ducks because the ducks have been doing lots of predator quacking, which I think is that coyote. I can't believe how close he was to the yard. So it's back to the dream. So the dream, it gets so stupid. We'll include Doug in the picture here because, you know, he just looks so handsome. Anyways, so the dream, it's they were on the lawn with these dune buggies, big dune buggies. They're ripping the yard all the crap, and then they leave. And then they pull up their trucks right in the yard to load the dune buggies. So a big confrontation, you know, what are you doing here? You can't do this. This is my property, blah, blah, blah. You know, you need to get out of here. And the guys started getting mouthy. Then their friends showed up and a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, there was like the yard was destroyed. Then the friend showed up and he's spraying this stuff. And he had a big tank of spraying. And you. He's not doing this because he loves me, folks. I can tell you that right now. They're spraying, and I'm like, "What are you spraying?" He wouldn't tell me what he was spraying. It was sort of like that oil dispersant stuff they used in the Gulf of Mexico to beat the horizon. They wouldn't tell anybody what it was. It was killing all the sea life. But anyways, they were spraying my yard with this stuff, and then I found out that it was to cover up the oil from the leaking dune buggies. I said, well, what is it? Oh, it's oil. We spray everything with oil so you can't see the oil leaking out of the dune buggies. I said, well, I got to let the ducks out. The ducks have got to get out, and the ducks are going to eat the grass, and the grass is covered in oil. The guy looks at me and says, no, you can't let the ducks out now. And I'm like, well, I got onto a stream to let the ducks out. Anyways, so then I'll go back in the house. I'm in the house, and these two guys are in the house now. Police are coming. Two guys are in the house. And next thing you know, there's two horses in my house. And I'm like, why are these horses in my house? And the guy goes, oh, they're just passing through. And they literally were just passing through the house. I was like, this is like, I was getting frustrated. Plus nobody could hear me. And my vision was really blurry too. I was like tired, which like I was when I got up. And then another person shows up. These two guys were attracting a lot of people. Another guy shows up, and he's got in the back of the truck like a cage, like a dog catcher type cage, full of coyotes. I'm like, and he's got a tarp tied to his back like Batman, and like one of those blue cheap tarps, and he's got that tied to his back, and he's trying to catch a dog in my yard. And I'm like, what is going on? It was the most screwedest dream. And it was frustrating because, well, one, I called the cops. Of course, they don't show up, okay? And then I'm thinking, I got to get my gun and I'm just going to shoot everybody, okay? And this dream is going nowhere. I can't get in. I don't know where my guns are. I'm like, it was the most frustrating to be walking around in a dream that everything needs to be put down and I can't find my gun. It was unbelievable. It was there was another one. Somebody else, I don't know who it was, they were in my house with two garage sale type dresser drawers and they had blocked the hallway that the horses had just gone through. It made no sense. It was absolutely, I woke up and I was actually a little bit relieved that I woke up and it was over. I was like, it was the most frustrating dream. Frustrating. Like, and the police never showed up. Never showed up. Don't count on the police. Never call the police, man. I don't believe this. I think we're going to have technical problems this morning, folks. I'm losing the internet. The internet keeps dropping. Why would it do this? I'm losing connection with the phone. Anyways, I got another project. See my drawing? I'll let you in on it this week. This is here, well, I'll show it to you. I'll give you a close-up, and we'll see if anybody can guess what that is. Okay, there's the drawing. This project has been on my wish list since 2005. No, I already got a deck, Lester. 2005. Yeah, 2005 is when I came up with this, that I've wanted to do this since 2005. So it's 13 years in the making. Anyways, it's going to happen. This coming week, hopefully, is what my goal is. That's the plan. That's the plan. Nobody's going to be able to guess what it is. Nobody. Anybody want to look at it again just to get an idea? Nobody's going to guess, eh? The dog is now out of the picture. Concrete slabs for something. Beach cabanas with a lagoon. Oh, no, not getting very good guesses here. I think everybody's still asleep this morning. You want to look again at my drawing? This is the sketch. Okay, this is the sketch. Okay, take a look. All right. All right, there you go. Nobody's going to guess. Nobody's going to guess. I'll give you a hint. I'm waiting. No, not a new duck shed. We don't need a new duck shed. We got the ultimate operation on duck shed. Duck shed's getting painted. Some sort of drain. Greenhouse? No, not a greenhouse. Pigs? No, I'm not about pigs. But I am going to paint the, no, we're not doing deck expansions. I just finished staining. I'm done decks. No sunroom. Look like some stairs. No, that's actually the deck. That's how my drawing. The stairs look like a deck. It's a rough sketch. Something for the hardware store. A bunker. Yeah, I'm going to paint the barn. I'm going to paint the barn. I'm going to paint the addition on the front. I did a test yesterday with the brown stain that I found for the barn on the addition we put on last year. I tried it. I don't like the color. I remember now why I didn't use the stain because, well, I'll show it to you. Trust me, you're going to see it in the stream. I'll show you the color. I did about a 3-foot area to see what it looked like. It looks like you know that. Do you know when babies have diarrhea and it's that milky brown color? That's the color of this stain. It looks like baby diarrhea. It's really disgusting. So I'm going to take the 3 cans that I have, and I'm going to take it to my buddy at the paint shop because I've got to order green paint for the barn, and I'm going to paint the goose shed forest green too, so it matches. Everything will be green. It'll look real pretty. So I'm going to see if he can tint this baby diarrhea stain stuff closer to green so that I can use it like a primer and do the first coat with it and then paint it with green paint. Because right now I'm going to use it because I got it. And I'm not going to throw it away because it's like, $50 a gallon. I got 3 of them. Never been opened. Well, one was open. I don't know where it is, but it's ugly stuff. Oh man, it's so ugly. It's not even like milk chocolate brown. It looks like baby diarrhea. Nasty stuff. So I'm going to see if he can get a little bit of a green tint to it. Yeah, I think the goose shed will look awesome forest green. I think it'll look really, really, really good. Like really. Yes, Jasmine, I'll show you the baby diarrhea. Oh, it's just disgusting color. It's bad. I bought it for my deck originally, and I remember I painted the deck part of it, and I said I do not want my deck that color. Having your deck look like baby diarrhea. Okay, I got this dog, and I gotta show this to you. Okay, look at this. This is anticipation. Look at that. He's just laying there, staring. He knows what's in the box. Look at this. Dog, you know what's in the box, don't you? Look how he sits with his feet crossed, folks. Look at that. He's such a gentleman. Sitting there. Oh, I can be calm. Hey? Dog. Oh, Doug. All right. Doug, this is a treat from Australia, from our kangaroo lady, okay, in Australia. And this box was $89.12 to mail. $89, Doug, for dog treats. Like, look at this. $89 postage for Dougie. He knows what it is. You can smell it, can't you? You could be a drug dog at the customs, couldn't you, for treats? Right? A treat dog, specially trained. Have him, and he could get all the contraband dog treats. It was opened by Canada Customs too. They opened her up. They did an inspection. It's got the Canada Customs tape on it. I wonder if they stole anything out of it. I don't trust customs. Think about it. If the customs, imagine how much good stuff they get looking at that they could take out and nobody would ever know. They could just say, "Oh, it wasn't in there." Doug. Oh, Dougie. Dog. Oh, is Inga here right now? Is she here? Is Inga here? I'm just looking if she pops in. Yes, relax, Doug. Okay, that's a little impatient. You're ripping the box with your nails. I don't think Inga's here. Okay, well, I got to keep it a secret then, because I don't know if I'm supposed to. There's something in here for Inga. No, Doug, this is for Inga. Okay, I got to put this off to the side so you don't wreck it. Okay, hang on. I'm not going to show this, but I don't know if this is a secret or not on that one. Okay. Okay, what are we starting here with? Look at this. Look at this, dog. My dog. Look at this. Look at the kangaroo jerky. Multiple bags, Doug. You are got way too much good stuff happening here. So how many bags did you get, dog? Got one bag. We got another bag. Oh, Dougie. Oh, Dougs. Oh, boys. Oh, this is for me. Look at this. Oh. Oh, I remember these. These are the really, oh, boys. Oh, Deb. Nuts. These are the really good ones she sent me the last time. No, Doug, these are for me. The coated nuts. Sweet honey and sea salt. Red pepper, roasted garlic. Sweet chili and basil. Oh, boys. These are the really good ones.
I don't know where she gets them, but, well, she gets them obviously in Australia, but, oh, what is this? Who do these belong to? More nuts. Doug, not everything in this is for you. Ha ha! There's stuff in it for me. Look at this. Nuts. Doug, okay, get it off the box. Okay, stepping right in the box here, folks. Okay, so anyways, what was that one? It's, crunch flavored cashews. Oh, that was okay. So this was spiced up rosemary and garlic, nuts and seeds. Oh, look at this, folks. This is like Christmas. Deli style crispy nuts. Dipped in crispy batter with chipotle mayonnaise. Oh my God, this is like gourmet stuff. I'm not used to gourmet stuff here when it comes to nuts. Orange zest and roasted cumin. Look at this, folks. All right? Like, this is like the potpourri of nut love. Almonds and peanuts, satay flavored, dry roasted. What's this one? Rosemary and garlic, nuts and seeds. Man, oh man, what a score. I got nuts. Woohoo! Doug, I know. We'll get back to you here in a second. Okay, I gotta put my nuts over here. Okay. No, Doug, come on back. Oh, what's here? What's here? What's this? Okay. Okay, so these are wrapped up like, I hope he didn't break them. This is what he was standing on. And all these bags. What is this? Yeah, the nuts do sound good. Oh, Doug. My God. Kangaroo tails. Okay, relax, Doug. Look at this. The poor kangaroos had to give up their tails. Oh, Doug, relax. Doug, I know, it's kangaroos. Hang on. Oh, look at the size of these things. Kangaroo. Ooh, Dougie. Okay, what's this one? Oh, another kangaroo tail. Look at all these kangaroo. Doug, this is too much for the dog, all right? And the gift that just keeps giving. Oh, another big one. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, Doug. I got to give these out in the garage because when he chews these, it makes a giant mess. Like a big mess. I got to get the vacuum cleaner out afterwards. He's being very good right now. He's like, when do we get something happen to me? You know? Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, look at this. A big jerky. Unbelievable, Doug. You are like so spoiled. Well, we both are. I got nuts and you got kangaroo. What do we get? What do we give the dog? What does the dog get first? I'm sort of being told here. Okay, Doug. Okay, he just ripped the bag. He just ripped the bag, folks. Okay, Doug. I gotta open this. He just broke the seal. Bear with me. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, boys, eh? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, a little excited. Just a touch excited, folks. Look at the size of the bag of this stuff, eh? Like, okay, we gotta get Doug like a whole new cupboard just for dog treats. Okay, I got no place to put all of this stuff. Hang on here. I can't put it on the ground because he'll, okay, I got an envelope. Okay, this is good. Okay. Please open and read before saying my name. I know it's too late now. Everyone knows Dougie's treats are from me. You are forgiven. Yes, Deb, they know it's from you. Yes, yes, yes. Well, what you get, it's just like maybe you should have put the note on the top of the, well, maybe customs rearranged the package here. So, just listen to him crunching. What a mess. Okay. Anyways, I got a note, a card. Oh, kangaroos. Look at this, kangaroos. The rodent of Australia. Oh, look at this. Oh, pretty monies. $50 from Australia. They got that polymer money like we have. Look at, is that pretty cool? But I think this is something to do with the Inga package. I'm thinking it is. I remember something in an email about this, and there was going to be a note. Okay. Yep, that's what it was. It is the 50. Okay, this is for Inga. All right. Okay, 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 about the kangaroo treats. So, okay, Doug, bad news. The long tail, the kangaroo tails, they've stopped producing. It's only short tails now, is all she can get us. And if you like the kangaroo treats, she would more than happily send you more. Well, I think Doug has got an approval on that. He's looking at me like, oh, do I get another one? Would you like another one? Now, I think I'm supposed to, I don't know if I'm, oh, yes, I am. Okay, so here's the deal. Inga's not here, but we're gonna let everybody else know what Inga's getting, okay? So, Inga said in chat a few weeks ago that she wished that she could have an original duck t-shirt, okay? Which we don't make them anymore. And Deb had one that had never been worn, brand new. So I'm supposed to sign this and send it with this card. And I'm supposed to mail this to Inga. That's what the $50 Australian is for the postage. And I have to sign this and send it to Inga. So that's the deal, okay? So Inga's gonna find out after the fact about what's coming. But that's the deal. And that's from Deb in Australia for Inga, okay? Everybody knows their names now. Names are we've let the names out of the gate here, okay? So that's the deal. All right. Is that sweet? Nice of Deb to do that. Deb's a real sweetheart, as you can tell. And she's got a real soft spot for Doug, as you can tell. And a soft spot for me on the nuts. Ironically, I just bought nuts yesterday because I was craving nuts. Okay. And I should have thought to myself, Matt, if I could hold over one more day, I could have Australian, serious nuts. Doug's given up. Doug, look at this. It's time for a kangaroo tail. What do you think? I'll take it out of the package for you. Okay, it's double wrapped. I need to cut it. This is going to be, I'm going to have to get the, what you call this? The vacuum out after this. Okay, cool it, Doug. Kangaroo tail. Oh, Dougie. Doug. Look at this. Look at this, Dougie. Oh, this is okay, Doug. Hang on, Doug. Just hang on, Doug. Let me get the plastic off it. Oh, what a mess. Oh, yeah, I got to. Okay, hang on, Doug. Let go. Oh, okay. Hang on, folks. I got to give it to him in the back room. It's already pieces falling off. It's like layers. Kangaroo tail's like in layers. I guess it's the skin. The skin's in dried layers, and it flakes off like cornflakes, and it's an absolute mess. Look at the dog that's going a little bit crazy here. Here, Doug, make a mess out here. Here, we'll do a close-up of Doug.
They're not really, really hard. Well, they're hard, but they're really flaky because it's this the bone in the center. And what it is the outside of it is the dried skin, and it breaks off really easy. And it makes it, well, as you can see, the little pieces falling off. It's an absolute mess when he's done. Sometimes he cleans it up, and sometimes he doesn't. But he really likes them. You're loving it, aren't you, dog? There. So say thank you to Deb in Australia. Doug should be a kangaroo salesman for dog treats. I know, eh? We should do a commercial. Maybe the company will contact us and fly Doug and I to Australia, and Doug can do commercials endorsing kangaroo treats. That all dogs love kangaroo treats. This is a Canadian dog. He doesn't even know what a kangaroo is. Doug would chase kangaroos. He would. He'd get into trouble because the kangaroos would they'd hurt him. Because kangaroos are dangerous. They can be. Well, Doug would get into a fight with one. It wouldn't be good. I've seen lots of videos where dogs getting beaten up by kangaroos. Okay. All right. My coffee's cold because the machine turned off. So. Man, oh man. So Deb did her up. So I got to do that for Inga. So I guess somebody will tell her later about the deal and what's happening here. But I got a desk full of stuff which I can't put down on the floor because Doug will do her up. Doug could do a modeling. He just could. I can't see the screen. It's all blurry. Well, the coffee's really cold now. I need to switch glasses. Because my desk has got so much stuff on here, I got the camera close, I can't read the chat. The glasses are dirty. I'm batting 1,000 here. I can't believe all the treats. I'm losing another shelf in the pantry here for Doug. Okay. Everything's dirty. I thought Doug was walking behind me. Okay. Okay, if someone saw something. Hang on, big comment I missed. You know, I can't find these ducks that you keep telling me about. I look and I can't find them. Well, it's not really cold. It's sort of, well, I guess it is. It's warmish cold. It's not very nice, trust me. That's what happens when you turn the coffee machine on and go back to sleep and have a stupid dream. Well, I was going to say another kind of warm. So, she started sitting on her eggs on the 29th. You think? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense then. Because if she started sitting on the eggs on the 29th, okay, that means that first little duck hatched at 21 days. That would mean that first little duck's a chicken. It takes 28 days. Sometimes you 26. So the little duck that hatched first, how did that mysteriously get pre-incubated to correspond with your July 29th date? I found the eggs on the 23rd, which was a Monday, I think. And she started, and there was a dozen eggs in it then, in the nest. And it was like Wednesday, she started sitting on the nest. And she never left after that. That was the 25th, which was a Wednesday. The 29th doesn't make any sense, Pete. Okay, let me get a calendar here because the 29th, how did the little duck hatch? Tell me, how did the little duck, here, I gotta get the computer up here, my screensaver turned on. Where's the calendar? Now I can't see this computer screen because Okay, anyway, I gotta get rid of some dog treats here. I've got too much on my desk. Hang on. Let's get organized here. He's gonna come out here and make a demand more. Okay, let's move the camera for other ways so I can. There. Oh, I can see now. Okay. So the dates. I'm thinking I have to disagree on the dates here. Okay. So, yeah, 29th Sunday. No, because I discovered the eggs on the 23rd of July. That was when I discovered the nest, and she was sitting on the nest that week, Wednesday, the 25th. I know that. Because that means she would have had like 18 eggs in there, and the nest. But she wasn't sitting on the nest, folks. The pre-incubated duckling that hatched. You know? Right. I discovered the egg. It was like 2 days after I discovered the egg, she started sitting on them. So I left her alone. And it was like, boom, she started sitting on the nest. It was like on Wednesday. So, and that corresponds to the first duck that hatched. The little duck that hatched last week. Okay? It's almost dead on, you know? Because like the 25th of July, the 1st of August, yeah, it matches. Like I'm looking here. Okay, why does the calendar have to be so difficult here? The 25th, okay, so the first is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the 22nd, yeah. And that little one hatched, which is 26 days, okay? Which is totally possible, a duck hatching in 26 days. Lots of them do. The latter part of the 26th day. So that made total sense. Like that confirms my date of the 25th, actually, that she started sitting on the nest. That one birth, that one hatch we had. The 29th one doesn't match. Doesn't match at all, actually. So you're mistaken. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's basically it. I'm thinking she's sitting on a bunch of eggs that, well, Jasmine, the staggered part, Mother Nature doesn't work that way. You know, usually it doesn't work that way. She was flying around in the shed. Yeah, she could be. She can't get out. And thank you, Rebecca, for agreeing with me. I don't know, Dale. When do you think I should clean the nest out? I've had a lot of conflicting ideas on this, on when I should clean it out. You know, I think it's going to be a white baby. I think it might be a tiny white baby. Is there anything missing from the package, Barry? I don't know. How would I know if there's something missing from the package? I didn't package it up in Australia and mail it to me. I have no idea. Only Deb would know if it's anything missing. Which she would have to watch the stream and say, Matt, there's something missing out of the box. You didn't show everything that was in the box that I put into the box. So. There are a lot of eggs. Way more than the original dozen that I found. Because it goes right to the top. I bet you there's 18 eggs in there. You know? A mini flying Peking, that would be cool. I had a little white duck that flies. That would be, wouldn't it? Or even partially flies. You know? Clean it out when you are healthy enough to do it. I'm not healthy enough to clean it out? Yes, they do explode when you pick them up. It's a mess. But usually, based on my experience, the mother duck gets rid of the bad eggs because they can smell them and they roll them out of the nest. That's what I have seen in my past with mothers sitting on the nest, is they roll the rotten eggs out. Now, Minnie is a brand new mom, so she's not knowing that much. So, yes, Minnie has more than 12 eggs. I told you that, Jasmine. So what should I do, folks? Should I do it today? Should I just clean it out today? End it? Should I just end it today? What should I do? Someone give me some input. Kujo Mojo says I should. Deb says I should clean it out. We only got not much. Clean it out today. Rising level. Clean it out. Take them. Candle, remove the duds. I'm just looking here. No. Candle some to see if they're ducklings. The duck feed is hurting the ducks. No, the duck feed's not hurting the ducks. And they're not all laying eggs. Clean it up before I start my next project. Clean it out. You guys are all impatient. I thought for sure we'd let her go. Let Mother Nature do her thing. I'm just looking here. Leave the eggs on me. I thought this was a test to an experiment that we were going to let Minnie do her thing. Now you want me to intervene in the experiment. I'm confused, people. Like, so you're saying I should take everything away from Minnie and break her of being a mom? Well, if they explode in the new duckling will have to get a bath. It's not a big deal. A lot of impatient people. I should candle them. But if I do that, I'm going to freak her out. Take some of them, not all of them. Nobody wants to just let the experiment go. You know, I don't think any of you should be working in any type of lab situation doing any type of experiments. I'm not going to do that. Oh. If I open the shed door, if she leaves, open the door, let him out. Let her out if she wants to come out. Let the eggs sit. We'll know soon enough. I know, Mindy, we will. We'll know this week. But the impatience today is unbelievable. I'm really quite shocked. You think she needs a bath? See, if I open the door, then the other ducks will go in there and make a real commotion. She's got water. She's got food. You know, she's got her baby. But Jasmine, if I start screwing with an S, she'll just leave. Well, the experiment's no longer an experiment if I intervene. You people really are impatient. It's unbelievable. I thought for sure we had a room full of adults here, a little more patience. It's like sitting with a bunch of kids right now. Do it now, do it now. I can't wait. Oh. Like, we need, I guess it's no longer a duck experiment anymore. Now we have to intervene. Typical humans, we have to jump in and screw the experiment up. Wouldn't you like to leave it and just see what happens so then you could say, I know what happens? That, you know, the mother sat on the nest like a ridiculously longer time? Like, Jasmine. Jasmine, you're just being a little hard to get through here. If I start screwing with the nest, it's no longer an experiment. I'm not doing experiments with you people anymore. It's like unbelievable here. I'm Inga. Surprise for Inga. Let's get on to Inga because I'm class is dismissed on this science experiment. Okay, Inga, there's a surprise coming for you. Deb in Australia, and there's a card, which I'm not going to open the card. She has an original T-shirt, never been worn. I got to sign it. I got to mail it to you, okay? And she also sent me, look at this she sent me to mail it. It's a pretty piece of polymer, Australian polymer. Look at that. I got the $50 to mail it to you, so it'll go express. You'll have it quick, okay? So that's coming to you this week. Hopefully I'll go to the post office, but I got to sign it. I got to practice signing on the if she wants to sign one just for you from Deb, who sent a crap load of nuts and dog treats today in a big giant box from Australia that cost $89 to mail. Doug's still chewing that tail. I'm surprised it's lasting that long, because the last one I gave him, like this one here, these long ones, they like gone instantly. He's still chewing it, folks. I'm not candling no eggs. I'll do an autopsy when it's done, when we're back to the science experiment again, okay? So when Minnie decides she's had enough and she's going to go, then I'm going to do an autopsy on the eggs to see what the deal is. It will be a stinky adventure. I will put gloves on, and I will, you know, check it out and see what goes on. So. No, there's no hormones in the feed. I don't know where you're getting this from. Absolutely no hormones in the feed. If they had hormones, the ducks would be like mating like crazy, and they're not. Is that nice, Inga? This is a big treat that Doug is still chewing on. He's still chewing on these things. I think these are the base of the tail. Oh. Jasmine, why does Jasmine have such a problem with this? Jasmine, you weren't the best in science class for experiments, weren't you? Like, this is what it is. This is a science experiment. Folks, I have accepted the fact that we've only got one duckling, okay? Like, I know that. Everybody's hoping to be more. I know there's only one. I don't know what a wild duck would do. I I know one thing, if we had a camera set up on it and it was on YouTube, we'd be getting a lot of advice how to intervene on the wild duck. So, thank you, Strawberry. The Muscovies, yeah, Muscovies are 35 days for their incubation. Regular ducks are 28. So, we got one little duck. I'm quite happy with the one little duck. So, I have no idea, Dale, of what's going to happen here. I'm just letting her go. I have no idea. They could be penguin eggs, you know. I think they're Muscovy eggs. No, all the eggs were little tiny ones. Little tiny mini eggs. The whole nest was tiny, tiny eggs. Little tiny duck eggs. There wasn't any big eggs in there. Oh. Well, I know one thing, Dale. If I'm going to incubate, I'm not going to live stream because everybody's going to want me intervening all the time. Nothing can allow to run its course here. A lot of impatient people. They all had a tinge of green to them. They were all mini eggs, folks. I know. When I discovered the nest, when I discovered the nest, I saw what I saw. Everybody's questioning me, but I know what I saw. She's a young mom, and she shouldn't be producing more eggs. It doesn't make any sense. Usually when they sit on the nest like that, they stop laying. Because, you know, really, like, a duck only stays fertile. Well, after they have sex with a drake, they can store enough. I think it's up to like 15 days they can stay fertile for all the eggs they produce. I guess 15 days. Whatever they have in the yolk chain inside is how long they can be fertilized for. And then after that, you know, if the eggs that are produced after that aren't fertile. So you excelled in science, but I wouldn't trust any of your findings of your science experiments, Jasmine, because I think you intervened a lot. I was cleaning the nest. I haven't touched the nest. I have not touched that nest. The day I discovered it, I discovered the nest and I left it alone. I have not done anything. And then I set the camera up. I've done nothing. I've just let this is a true experiment so people can learn on what a duck does without humans intervening, okay? I know that's really hard for a lot of people to understand and have patience of not intervening. And still, nobody has figured out what this is. Nobody has figured what this is. My drawing. Inga, do you know what this is? Do you know what that is? See if Inga figures it out. I bet you Inga will get it. Maybe she will. Maybe Inga will get it. No dock. A dock, no. No, not a pan. No one will ever get it. Wait till you see it. This week. A duckling hutch. No. Hutch? Okay, I'm just trying to hear this. The streams are a tattoo on my head. Sure. Hold the paper up longer. All right, Mindy thinks.
Okay, I'll hold it up longer, okay? So everybody can get a real good look, okay? There you go. It's this week's project. Well, if it doesn't rain. Okay?
There you go. Yes, interfering in an experiment is bad science, Jasmine. It is. That's called manipulation. Trust me. You don't intervene in an experiment. You're supposed to set the parameters up of the experiment, and then you stand back and let it run its course. No, I don't need a drawing to paint, Virginia. No, it's Layton's. It's not big. No, I'm not finishing the back room. I'm paving the driveway. Sure. I love concrete and asphalt. You know, you'll never forget, I guess. You'll see it this week. It'll be, oh, someone's close. Something's close. Miner 82 has one word in your answer is right. No, I got the mic for the GoPro. I'm wearing it right here. The adapter is going to show up this week, hopefully, so that it works. No, the roof's on the back room already. It's done, Jasmine. That was done weeks ago. When we fixed the house. The back room got a whole new roof, brand new roof. The problem we have is that we've got a coyote. That's the problem we've got. That's the problem. The hatcher's not broken. Doesn't need to be fixed. A bridge. Argyle duck partially got it right. Partially. Like really close. Actually, Argyle duck almost nailed it. No, the Magoo Dam works perfect. Oh. No, I don't need a fence around the deck. The garden's already got a fence. Electric fence. Already got electric fence. We got that already. No, that's the Magoon isn't square shape, and nothing's 81 inches around the Magoon. You know, I don't know where this fencing on grass, mowed around house. It's like I already said what Argyle duck got it, and nobody's listening. I don't think anybody's listening to me here. I think that's what the problem is this morning. Or with the 30-second delay, nothing's making any sense. That could be it too. But I've said Argyle duck got it. Does anybody remember what Argyle duck said? No, I don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody's reading the chat right now. Honestly, I think everybody's just pounding away on their keyboards and not realizing that it's already been the hat has been tipped. So. Argyle duck didn't say anything about fencing. And Stephanie almost gets it. Almost gets it. Stephanie almost gets it. Almost. Do I look like the kind of guy that would grow flowers? Think about that. Annette, I have to give it to you. You're the closest. You've said it without the flower word in it. My arm? There's the arm. I bet you, let me just tell you right now.
Pain's gone. Totally gone. My tendonitis is healed. Oh no, just a little bit sore. Just a little bit, not right there on the extension going back. Just a little bit. But it's not like I was like, and I stained yesterday, and it was the staining of the clothesline stand that hurt me, because yesterday when I was staining, all the positions I had to contort into to stain that tower hurt me, and I was like, this is what hurt me when I originally hurt myself there 4 days ago. So Stephanie, we're back to Stephanie, is nailed it the best. Well, almost. No, she put the word flower in there. What happened? You didn't have the word flower in there before. Argyle Duck got it originally. It's like but do I look like I'd put a garden around my house? Do you think it'd be a garden? Inga, yeah, you're right. I'm not a big flower fan. Not interested in that. It's like flowers to me are like, fertilizing your lawn, so you have to cut it. I'm not interested in that. I'm thinking everybody's gone crazy here on the comments this morning. So are you ready for it, folks? Okay, I'm just waiting to see if everybody's, there's a 30-second delay. Okay, so you're ready. I'm going to put a rock garden, rock flower bed garden, I guess you could call it, around the house. That's what's going to happen. Specifically white rock. That's what's going to be. I ain't growing nothing. I don't want nothing growing up the side of the house. That's what my plan is. So I'm going to the concrete place. The concrete place has leftover over the years. They have leftover. I guess what do they call that? Concrete, brick, stones, that kind of thing. And they've got 5 skids at the very back of the yard that I got to dig through, and I got to get enough of it to build the I guess we call it the rock garden flower bed thingamajig around the outside of the house, and then line it with plastic so the weeds don't grow up, and fill it with a white rock. I'm done. Then the grass and the mud won't go up the side of the house anymore. So that's what I'm going to do. But I got to dig through the yard at the concrete yard. So it's going to be but I'm going to put the ground sheets down, Stephanie. That's what I'm doing. I don't want weeds growing up inside. So I hope it looks nice. I've had this idea since 2005. I thought with the green siding, when I did the green siding, I thought it would be cool. Green siding, then the white rock, and then the grass, Because right now it's all green, like it's just green, 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 and it doesn't break it up. But my buddy, who I went to school with, owns a concrete yard, and he told me, well, I already looked, and there's 5 skids, so I got to dig through 5 massive, like we're talking, they're like 6 feet high,
of cement garden stones, and that's why I did the measurement, because I wanted to see what I needed running feet wise, and now I got to see if he's got enough to do a one strip, because they want too much money. I can't believe the price they charge for those stones, or cement blocks, I guess you'd call it. They want $18 a foot. No, I thought that was a little bit steep if you buy the stuff that's in stock, but I'm gonna go with odds and ends. I might be mixing it up. So, hello, Dean. Dean in Australia just gave me $2 Australian. Thank you very much, Dean. No, but $18 I think is if you want to buy the brand new. I don't know what you'd call them, landscaping blocks or whatever. But I'm not going with the brand new ones. I'm going to go through the discontinued pile, which is going to be a workout in itself, digging through the skids. Because I'm not kidding you, folks. They're like 6-7 feet high, and there's 5 of them. So I got to dig through and find the one that there's enough of one, or combination of 2, to mix them up to get a deal on them. Potentially, I could have a little bit of a backache afterwards. Potentially, could happen. Must be warming up. The kitchen's getting warm. I'm gonna kick Doug outside. I'm gonna go and I'll do a stream with the GoPro. Yeah, it is warming up. I'm gonna kick Doug out. He's still chewing that, folks. We'll let the ducks out. I can't believe the dog is still. Look at this. Doug, that is unbelievable. I can't believe that he's still chewing this thing. It's got to be really, really tough bone that he's not breaking it. That's amazing. Doug, I've never seen a bone last this long. Actually, I gotta take these away, folks. These are bad ones. I gotta watch these things. I'm surprised they make these. The reason I'm taking these away is they're dried bone, which means they're brittle. They got sharp edges, and it's just the right size for Doug to swallow. Just the right size. So I gotta watch that when I give him the other ones, because that would suck if Doug got that stuck inside him. And he could. Very easily, actually. Why would they do that? A lot of people don't understand that too. I think when you cook bones, they get very hard and brittle. See that? The geese saw me at the door, right? I know, eh? There's the chat up here. We'll give Doug another piece of oh, Doug. Yeah, why would they make a dog treat like that with a bone? I see that as a potential problem. With a big bone like that in it, you know? But anyways, with bones, the worst thing you can do is cooking them. Because a bone is actually soft and it bends, you know, and it can be broken up and a dog can chew the crap out of it. Raw bone is the trick. As soon as you cook a bone, it becomes basically like razor. It's shards of glass, you know? Does it say supervise? No, it doesn't have a caution, supervise your dog while he's enjoying this. I don't understand it. I think Yummy Pet Products doesn't have a legal department that owns a dog that that watch the consumption of one to say, yeah, this could be a problem. Because, you know, what if the dog ate the bone and then it got stuck in his throat? I've had it. I'll tell you a story as I say goodbye. I'm going to tell you a story. And this is the truth, okay? The reason I took this away from Doug is based on experience, all right? I had a dog, well, his name was Spike, and Spike was notorious for swallowing things bigger than what he should swallow because he was a bit of a, I guess you could call it a speed eater as a pup. And when he got older, he continued this speed eating because he had two other dogs in his life, and everything was a competition to him. So one day, he was walking around the yard, and he was having a real hard time, and he was going into the squat position like he was trying to go to the bathroom, and he was struggling. And I went over to him, and I'm like, okay, like, what's wrong with you, dog? Something's wrong here, you know? And he was like, he was kept, like, it was like something was wrong. He kept in this squat, and he couldn't move. Anyways, turns out there was a bone stuck in his rear end, and I had to get the lube out and put gloves on, and I had to lube up the dog's bum hole, like big time. I was like shooting lube up his bum hole, and then I had to stick my fingers in his bum hole and stretch his anus big enough that I could get the bone out. And I was lucky that that he even passed it, because it could have got stuck inside of him, and I would have had to get surgery. Not I would have. He would have had to get surgery instead of me doing a home remedy on the back deck with a tub of lube and a latex glove. So that, and I've done that. And he cooperated. He let me do this, give him an anal probe, which most dogs would not. But I think he knew that I was helping him, because he laid there and he let me do this to him. And I was by myself. I had no help. It was just me and the dog. And I was quite proud of him that he let me do that to him willingly. It was like, yeah, oh, Inga, he knew he had a problem. He definitely knew. And he knew that I was the solution. He knew it. You know, usually when you go through customs and you see the customs guy and you're going in for the full search, and he slaps the rubber glove on, you know, and you're like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. Well, the dog knew it was good. Well, anyways, so I got it out. Anyways, so that's my experience with giving dogs bones, especially bones with sharp edges. This one happened to be a cooked pork chop bone, is what it was. So I don't give like T-bones. I try to say cooked bones. Period. No cooking happening. Or if I give him a cooked bone and it's something that breaks apart, he's like a duck carcass, you know. But I won't give him like leg bones, because the potential of them breaking into shard, you know, pieces long that could cause damage. So that's the deal. So do you love the detail? I'm just telling you exactly what it was like. You know, a lot of people, you know, you want to live stream and see an experiment, or do you want me to explain it to you in detail? So, oh. Loving life, it's nothing's going to save those eggs. They're done, man. There's no way there's a duckling going to hatch in those eggs. It's over. It's like you people are all like off the charts here on Impatient. And she plays in the water. I already watched her playing in the water. And it's like, if she went to the lagoon and got wet, by the time she got back, she'd be dry. Oh. Because ducks don't absorb water like you think. And plus right now, folks, plus another thing about humidity is, you know, you only need 76% humidity right now. And right now, the humidity is just the natural humidity in the air right now is we're solid over 85% every day. It's summertime here. It's not dry. Trust me, everything's wet feeling. The humidity is absolutely brutal right now. It's actually the humidity right now, the ambient humidity is higher than what a hatcher would be right now, okay? That's the deal. I locked it up so that nobody could get in there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open the door so everybody can go in and out, and I'll do that today for you, just so and then Minnie's going to leave her baby in there alone, and then the baby's going to come out and get eaten by the owl. That's what's going to happen, and then I'll blame it on everybody else. I'm keeping them locked up in the shed for good, but and if Minnie leaves the nest, if I see her leave the nest, then I'll raid her nest and take everything away. And I'll break the experiment. I'm not allowed to make decisions, Miles. Oh, I'm sorry about your chickens getting murdered by a bobcat. And why weren't your chickens locked up safely? No, she can't fly out the window because there's wire on the window. I have wire on the window so they can't fly into the glass and break it. You do that when you have birds. That's the deal. I'm not doing experiments anymore. If I do an experiment, I'm going to set the rules out on what we're going to do on the experiments, and then I'm not going to deviate from the guidelines. I'm going to lay it out on a piece of paper, and I'm going to say, this is the way this experiment is going to go down, and I'm not going to take comments or input. Because it seems that everybody likes changing the experiment as we're going along. I wanted to see what the little duck would do, how long she would sit in the nest, if she would roll the rotten eggs out, because I've seen Muscovies do that, where they roll the bad eggs out, roll the dead ducklings in eggs out of the nest, because they can hear the little duckling inside, and they can smell bad eggs, and Mother Nature gives them this talent to clean their own nests out. But I'm thinking because Minnie is a brand new mom, it's her first year. She's barely a year old. She's like 33 months old. I don't think she knows any of this stuff. But I know I've seen it with Muscovies. I've seen it, folks, where they roll the rotten eggs out of the nest, getting rid of the bad ones, and rolling dead ducklings out too that were in the eggs that didn't hatch. I've seen it. Mother Nature does provide a little bit of instinct, No, Stephanie, we're not allowed to let Minnie learn anything. I must intervene now. We got to be helicopter duck people, is what we got to be. Oh. We're going to be helicopter duck people. I'm going to open the door, though. I'll open the door, but it's like it doesn't matter. We could spray water on those eggs. They're dead, folks. Unless the egg's right at the very top, she's starting a new hatch, and she's going to go into some kind of 60-day hatching zone. I'm telling you, that nest has got too many eggs in it. Too many eggs for a little tiny duck. She's got an unbelievable amount of eggs. And that's actually another thing, Stephanie. You're right about the rotten eggs. And I know this I'm glad Stephanie brought this up, okay? If there were rotten eggs in there, okay, and I've seen this from experience, okay, I'm not speculating on this. As soon as you have rotten eggs, the amount of flies goes through the roof, all right? And we don't have that problem yet. When you're in there, it's not, the fly situation ain't happening yet. So if there was rotten eggs, like everybody's speculating here, that shed, and I've seen this with the Muscovies actually, because in this shed isn't the first time we've let ducks hatch eggs, but it wasn't live streamed, so only I really got to see it. But the shed was absolutely polluted with flies on the because of the rotten eggs. And then after the Muscovy cleaned out the nest and I took the rotten eggs out of the shed, the flies disappeared. Okay, the flies love the rotten eggs. So the fact right now that there's not a lot of flies in that shed, actually the barn has more flies than that shed does. So, thank you, Rebecca. You know, but that's the problem, Sylvia. See, that's the problem. I can't sit and watch the little baby protect it. That's why I got the door closed. I can't win here, folks. I'm really starting to get frustrated here. If I open the door, that means the baby could get out, and then the baby might get hurt, you know, and then will I be the bad duck owner then, won't I? Because I didn't, you know, carry the baby around with me being attacked by Minnie trying to help her baby. I'm voting to leave it exactly what I got happening here. They got water, they got food, you know, and we see what Minnie is doing, what she will do in real time on the internet. You can keep checking the stream and saying, yeah, Minnie's still building a big giant egg pyramid, you know. But as soon as there's flies, we know we got rotten eggs, and right now there's no flies, next to no flies. Well, no, I'm not allowed to do what I think's best, Mindy. I'm asking for input just to frustrate myself. I could do something like that. That's not a bad idea, actually. Open the door, put some kind of barricade across that the baby can't get out, but Minnie can fly in and out. That's possible. That is actually a doable idea. I could do something like that. That's what I'll do. But I honestly don't believe that Minnie's going to leave her baby. Okay, folks? Honestly don't think that's going to happen. Honestly don't think that's going to happen. I will do that today. I will put something across the bottom that the baby can't get out, but Minnie can fly in and out. Okay? And I honestly don't believe she'll leave the baby. No, honestly don't. That would freak the baby right out. If Minnie left, it's not extra my work. It's just a barricade. I'll find something, piece of plywood. I'll put something up. I'll figure something out. I'll do it just for you. Just for you. But I ain't touching the nest. I'm not doing nothing. This is an experiment, a real experiment. Okay? So. We'll see. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to go and let the ducks out and get the day underway here. Kick Doug outside now because it doesn't look like it's going to rain. I don't know what happened with the rain. It was supposed to pour rain all day today because we got a coyote that has got a fair-sized set of kahunas that it's coming right into the yard. I was shocked how close it came to the house. Honestly, I've never seen a coyote that close to the house, but it was circling the yard along the edge of the grass just inside the edge of the lawn and the bush. And I was shocked. Like, I can't believe it was that close. It's got to be a really young coyote that does not know Doug yet. So he could be hunting the cat. But I don't think he's met Doug yet. I think that's the problem. No, I think because there's nothing comes into the yard because this is what Doug does, you know. I've been very accommodating. Well, this is what morning chat is about, Stephanie, is talking. Everybody's got their opinions. I'm not like a political party, and you're a racist if you're going to let the ducks out. We all have opinions. I don't have to agree with them, but I'm not screwing with the science experiment. I'm going to tell you that right now. But anyways, back to the coyote. I don't think the coyote has met Doug or knows of Doug yet. So I think that's because once the coyote knows of Doug, they don't come around. Like Doug, chances of Doug catching the coyote next to impossible because Doug's too big. He's not fast enough. He like a 35, 40-pound coyote can outrun Doug like unbelievably in the bush. Like Doug will never get him. It would have to be an accidental encounter for Doug to stumble across the coyote and get a hold of him. Which, if he got a hold of him, the coyote would be done because Doug's got like 100 pounds on him. But catching the coyote, it ain't gonna happen. So the coyote is going to do everything in his power to stay out of Doug's path because he will not want to be a victim of Doug accidentally grabbing a hold of him, because that will be the last accidentally the coyote would have, because Doug would literally just crush it, and that would be it. So I think it's a young coyote that doesn't realize that there's a big dog that lives here, that patrols the property. That's my suspicion. So I'm thinking that maybe the coyote's going to have to discover Doug, realize that this is not a good idea to come this close to this property, and stay away. But Doug does do his job, because we know Doug has two modes. One is sleeping, and the other is running after smells. That's all Doug knows how to do. There's no in between with Doug, so that's the deal. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'll power up the GoPro and we'll let the ducks out and do all that kind of neat stuff. And but I got to get my desk cleaned off here and figure out. And I'm not feeling the best because cold coffee didn't really agree with me this morning. I didn't enjoy my coffee today. I can tell you that. So anyways, and plus I got to do an edit today. I got the food bank video of all the eggs to the food bank this week. So I'm going to say goodbye so I can get the show onto the road here, go move the cameras around outside, and I'll see you later on the GoPro stream. Thanks for joining me for coffee. Thanks for your input. Thanks for your opinion. But I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to listen to much, except I will open the door and put some kind of barricade up so that the duckling can't get out, but Minnie can. But it's all hopeless because I'm telling you, folks, those eggs are done. Ain't it going to happen? So, talk to you later, folks.